Hello and welcome. Today we're diving into every class gadget in Battlefield 6. And not just that, but we're also going to be addressing the pros and cons of each gadget. Now, I know most people have a preference regarding classes, so if you're only interested in the gadgets pertaining to one specific class, I will highlight those sections for you in the description below. First up, we're going to look at all of the Assault class gadgets. So included here is the Adrenaline Injector, the Deploy Beacon, an extra primary weapon, grenade launchers, as well as the Assault Ladder. So let's try to understand each of these a little bit better. First up, we have the Adrenaline Injector. This gadget temporarily boosts your soldier's physical performance, increasing sprint speed, reducing explosive damage, and heightening auditory awareness so you can detect enemy footsteps more easily, and it even clears flash and stun effects, letting you keep moving when others would be forced to stop. The effect only lasts a few seconds, so timing is everything. Following that, we have the next gadget in the Assault class, which is the Deploy Beacon. The Deploy Beacon is one of the most valuable tools for keeping pressure on the enemy. Once placed, it acts as a personal or squad spawn point, letting you and your teammates respawn directly behind enemy lines or on key objectives. It stays active even if you switch classes or die, and your squad can use it as long as it's standing. The downside is that it gives off a distinct beep and red glow, which makes it easy to spot and destroy if you place it carelessly. Now, while your team can use this gadget indefinitely, if you, as the person who placed the beacon, uses it, it will then be destroyed. Next up in the Assault class is the ability to carry a second primary weapon. Normally, you're able to carry one main gun and a secondary sidearm, but with this gadget equipped, the Assault class can carry two full primary weapons at once, like a carbine and a shotgun, or a rifle and a DMR. It sounds powerful, but there's a big trade-off. Ammo is shared between both primary, so you'll run out of ammo faster, and your overall magazine count is heavily reduced. For example, a rifle that normally carries 7 mags might drop to 3 when you equip this option. It's great for players who like variety and adaptability in their fights, but you'll need teammates running support to keep your ammo topped up. Following that, let's take a look at the various grenade launchers available to you in the Assault class. The Assault class gets access to several M320 grenade launcher variants, each suited for different situations. The M320A1HE fires a standard high explosive round, perfect for clearing cover or finishing weak enemies, though it barely scratches vehicles. The M320A1F thermobaric version trades raw damage for utility, releasing a short stun and burn effect that forces enemies out of corners and entrenched spots. Each launcher can be used as an underbarrel attachment or as a standalone gadget. They're not about raw power, they're about flexibility, letting Assault players control space and break down defenses. Last up in the Assault class is the Assault Ladder. Criminally underutilized in my opinion, the Assault Ladder is one of the most unique tools in the Assault class arsenal. Simple in concept, but incredibly useful when used creatively. The Assault Ladder lets you and your teammates reach elevated positions that would normally be inaccessible. For example, rooftops, window ledges, cliffs, or even broken building structures. It can be deployed either vertically or horizontally depending on the angle, turning it into a ladder for climbing or a ramp for running up. This gadget reaches up to around 10 meters. However, it is fragile and breaks easily under gunfire, so you'll need to place it smartly. Whether you're flanking, escaping, or finding a better vantage point, the Assault Ladder rewards creativity and quick thinking. And that wraps up the Assault class, the role built around speed, aggression, and adaptability. Next in line is the Support class, the backbone of the team. The gadgets available to you are the Defibrillator, which I am going to call the Defib because it's a difficult word to say, the Supply Bag, Deployable Cover, GPDIS or Grenade Intercept System, the MP-APS or Missile Payload Intercept System, a Smoke and Incendiary Launcher, as well as the Portable Mortar. Each of these tools serves a distinct purpose, so let's take a closer look at how each one works in-game and when to use them. First up is the Defib. This gadget is the heart of the Support class. It revives downed allies almost instantly and can restore them to full health if the paddles are charged before use. You can also do quick taps for faster but partial revives when the time's tight. Skilled players even sprint or slide while charging, letting them revive under fire without losing momentum. It doubles as a melee weapon too, delivering a powerful shock if you're caught without ammo. The trade-off is timing. Charge too long and you're vulnerable. Rush the revive and your teammates come back weak. Used right though, it can completely swing a fight, keeping your squad on its feet and your team pushing forward. Second in the support class is the supply bag, the cornerstone of squad sustainability. The supply bag is a straightforward but vital gadget for the support class. It's a throwable pouch that automatically heals nearby teammates and restores their ammo as soon as it lands. You can throw it directly at an ally for a quick boost or drop it in a busy area to keep your squad sustained through longer fights. It's incredibly useful during extended pushes or defenses, especially when your team is spread out. The downside is that it won't heal players who are under fire or suppressed fire, and the cooldown can feel a bit long if you're constantly supporting your team. Even so, when used with good positioning behind cover or near objectives, it quietly keeps your squad in the fight longer than they otherwise would be. Next on the support class gadget list is a fan favorite, the deployable cover. Deployable cover gives support players instant protection wherever they need it. It creates a sturdy, waist-high barrier that blocks bullets and line of sight, perfect for holding ground or creating cover in open areas. It can soak up a surprising amount of small arms fire, though explosives and tank shells will destroy it rather quickly. The cover can also be used creatively. You can mount weapons on it, use it as a step to reach higher ledges, or block a doorway to delay a push. You're limited to having 2 active at a time, and once destroyed, it takes a short cooldown before you can place another. It's not indestructible, but when used smartly, it can buy precious seconds and turn exposed ground into a defensible position. Following that, we have the GPDIS, or Grenade and Projectile Defense Intercept System. This is a compact defense gadget that creates a small dome-shaped field designed to intercept and neutralize incoming grenades before they get a chance to hit. Once deployed, it automatically detects smaller projectiles within 5 to 6 meters and destroys them mid-air, protecting anyone inside its radius. It's incredibly effective in tight spaces like hallways or capture points where enemy grenades can wipe an entire squad. The field only lasts for a short window and can block a limited number of explosives before shutting down, so timing and placement are key. It does require a clear line of sight to intercept properly. Walls or obstacles can block its detection and let grenades through, but when timed right and placed well, it can completely shut down an enemy push, stopping explosives mid-air and giving your squad a crucial window to regroup or advance. Next up, we have the 2 launchers. Number 1 is the M32 9A1 SMK smoke grenade launcher. This gadget fires grenades that create a smoke screen for concealment or to clear enemy spotters, while the SICHG1WP incendiary airburst grenade launcher, say that 10 times fast, launches incendiary airburst grenades that create a burning cloud to block visibility and damage enemies. Both the smoke grenade launcher and the incendiary airburst launcher gives the support class valuable tactical control rather than raw damage. The smoke grenade launcher is perfect for concealment, revives, and breaking enemy line of sight, while the incendiary variant adds pressure with area denial and sustained burn damage. Though neither will win direct firefights, their ability to shape engagements by obscuring vision, forcing movement, and covering pushes makes them essential tools for controlling the flow of battle. Second to last in the support class is the MP-APS, or Missile and Payload Intercept System. This is a heavier duty counterpart to the GPDIS built to intercept larger threats like rockets, tank shells, and guided missiles. Once activated, it creates a wider interception dome that automatically destroys incoming projectiles within roughly 10 to 15 meters. It's perfect for protecting squads or vehicles pushing through open ground where explosives are flying in from every direction. The system only lasts a few seconds after intercepting its first shot, so after blocking 1 or 2 shots, it stays up briefly to catch any follow-up projectiles. And the last gadget to explore in the assault class is the portable mortar. The portable mortar lets engineers fire explosive or smoke shells over long distances. It's great for clearing rooftops or blocking enemy sightlines, but the shots travel slowly and take a while to land, so it works best against enemies who are staying still. Each round does moderate damage, enough to force players out of cover, but not usually to kill them outright. When you fire, your location appears on the map, so staying in one place too long can get you spotted quickly. It's a slow but strategic gadget, perfect for helping your team push forward or flush enemies out from safety. Following that, we're going to be exploring the Engineer class. Engineers are the go-to role when it comes to repairs, explosives, and anti-vehicle combat. They can keep tanks and aircraft in the fight, set traps for approaching armor, or take down helicopters or heavy vehicles. Let's break down the Engineer's gadgets and see how they balance destruction, defense, and tactical versatility on the battlefield. The first gadget is the Repair Tool. The Repair Tool is the Engineer's signature gadget, a compact blowtorch that can both restore friendly vehicles and damage enemy armor up close. It has unlimited use but overheats if pushed too long. forcing a short cooldown before you can go back to utilizing it. When used properly, it can keep tanks and transports alive through heavy fire. The risk, of course, is proximity. You have to be right beside the vehicle, often under fire, and a mistimed repair can leave you exposed with no cover. On the flip side, it's also deadly in reverse. Sneak behind an enemy tank and you can melt it down faster than you'd expect. This tool rewards awareness and timing more than anything else. Manage your heat, pick your moments, and you'll keep your team's armor rolling while melting down the enemies. Second in the engineer class is the supply crate. The supply crate isn't the most exciting gadget in the engineer's loadout, but it's one of the most useful. When placed near vehicles, it automatically refills ammo, reduces gadget cooldowns for vehicles and teammates nearby, including yourself. It even stays active after you die. It's best used behind cover or near objectives where vehicles tend to hold position, keeping them in the fight longer without needing to retreat for ammo. The downside is that it doesn't repair vehicle health, and since it's stationary, it can be destroyed or become useless if your armor moves out of range. Still, with smart placement, it's a quiet game changer. Following that, we have the EOD Bot. The EOD Bot, or Explosive Ordnance Disposal Robot, is the engineer's remote-controlled multi-tool, perfect for getting work done without exposing yourself to danger. It can repair vehicles, clear or place mines, and even interact with objectives like arming or disarming points in a rush. You can also use it to harass enemies or distract armor, though it's more utility than weapon. It runs on a limited battery and is fairly slow, which makes it vulnerable if you drive it too close to combat. It's also loud, meaning nearby enemies will also hear it coming. Still, when used smartly, it's a great way to stay safe while keeping your squad's vehicles operational or objectives secured. Next up, we have the M15 Mine. The M15 Mine is a straightforward but deadly anti-vehicle tool. Once deployed, it detonates when a vehicle drives over it, dealing heavy damage or outright destroying lighter targets. The acoustic variant uses sensors to detect engine noises and triggers a top-down strike, hitting a vehicle's weaker armor from above. Mines stay active after you die, making them great for locking down roads or objectives. With that being said, placement is vital. The mine needs to be positioned where a vehicle's tracks or wheels will actually make contact, and experienced drivers can spot or avoid them. Simple to use, but extremely effective when placed with intent. Following that, we have a subsection of gadgets in the engineer class, which are the launchers. Engineers get a mix of launchers that cover pretty much every target. The MBT Law is your go-to for reliability, a fire and forget launcher that automatically performs a top-down strike on armored targets. The RPG 7v2 is all about aim and timing. It's manual but hits hard if you land your shots. The SLM 93A is made for taking down aircrafts like jets and helicopters, locking on and forcing them to pop flares. The MAS 148 is a long-range anti-vehicle missile system capable of faster and longer-range lock-ons for both ground and air targets. Now, the last subsection in the Engineers class is your throwables. Engineers also get a few grenade options that suit different situations. The first being the Frag Grenade. This throwable is equipped with an impact-triggered time fuse that is ideal for targeting enemies behind cover. Then we have the Anti-Vehicle Grenade, which explodes on impact and deals solid damage to both tanks and light armor vehicles. Great for finishing off a vehicle that's already on low health. And then there's the Lightweight Mini Grenade, which doesn't hit very hard, but can be thrown considerably far, making it useful for poking or flushing enemies out from cover. They're all suitable tools, not made for big damage, but great for giving you the upper hand when used smartly. And that wraps up the Engineer class. Next up is the Recon class. Now, the Recon class is all about gathering intel, spotting enemies, and supporting your team with precision. You're not just there to take long shots, your role is to keep your squad informed, mark key targets, and give your team the advantage of knowing what's ahead. First up on the list, we have the Laser Designator. This is one of the Recon's most useful tools for gathering intel and supporting your squad. It works like a pair of binoculars that can spot enemies and paint vehicles for guided launches to lock on. You can use it manually to scan from cover or place it on the ground to automatically track movement in a specific area. It even has a thermal mode, making it easier to identify enemies hiding at range. Its biggest strength is how it enables your entire team's lock-on weapons, turning your engineer's launcher into a precision strike system. The downside is that it projects a visible red laser which can easily give away your position if you're not careful. Used from a smart advantage point though, it's one of the best gadgets in the game for controlling information. Next, we have the Tracer Dart Gun. This gadget fires a small, sticky dart that attaches to vehicles or even enemy soldiers, allowing your squad's guided weapons like the MAS 14B or Glaive to instantly lock on. It's a brilliant support tool that turns any anti-vehicle player into a threat. The challenge lies in landing the shot. The dart can be hard to hit at range, and its marking effect only lasts a few seconds. That said, when timed right, it gives your team a clear advantage in any vehicle fight. Following that, we have the AP Mine or Claymore. This is a defensive trap that detonates when someone walks or sprints through its laser beams. It's perfect for covering flanks, staircases, and tight corridors, instantly killing enemies who rush through. The trade-off is that the beams are visible, so alert players can spot or avoid them, and crouched or slow-moving enemies sometimes slip past without triggering it. It's not a set-and-forget tool, it requires smart placement and awareness. But in the right spot, it's an easy way to secure your back or punish over-aggressive pushes. Next in the support class is the Sniper Decoy. This gadget is a clever bit of misdirection. It projects a fake sniper glint that almost looks identical to the real one, making enemies think they're being aimed at. You can set it standing, crouched, or prone, and it's great for baiting shots or confusing opponents about your location. It's effective in that it makes players waste shots and reveal their positions. It's more of a mind game gadget than a practical one, but when used well, it does give you an edge. Number 6 on the list is the C4 explosives. C4 is one of Recon's most destructive tools. You can stick it on vehicles, walls, or even on your drone for remote detonations. It's powerful enough to destroy most vehicles with just 2 or 3 charges and instantly eliminates infantry caught in the blast. It's versatile and perfect for ambushes, but it also comes with high risk. You'll need to get close to plant it, and mistiming the detonation can easily backfire. It's not a tool you spam, it's one you set up carefully, then unleash at the perfect moment. Second to last is the motion sensor. This gadget detects movement in a wide radius around it. Whenever enemies walk or run nearby, it pings them on the minimap, letting your team see incoming flanks or pushes. It's extremely useful for holding objectives or setting up defensive positions. However, it doesn't detect enemies who stay still or crouch, and it emits a loud ping sound that can alert nearby opponents to its presence. Despite that, it's one of the best tools for keeping control of your surroundings and feeding your squad consistent intel throughout the match. And lastly, we have the throwing knife. The throwing knife is the Recon's most stylish but least forgiving gadget. It's fast, silent, and can one-shot enemies with a headshot. But it's tricky to aim and not reliable at long range. It's more of a skill weapon than a standard tool, but it's perfect for stealthy plays or quick finishes when you need to stay off the radar. That's what the Recon class is really about, not just long-range shots or camping rooftops, but controlling the flow of battle through awareness and precision. Every scan, every mark, and every well-placed gadget shifts the fight in your team's favor before a single bullet is fired. And with that, we've effectively covered all of the gadgets currently in Battlefield 6. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. I really do hope you found this video useful. If you do, please drop a like and subscribe for more Battlefield 6 content. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.